Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions.
That cover's so awesome.
This is Mr. Chris Claremont, a legend.
Melanie goes,
Tired.
how's it going, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And it is my absolute pleasure to give you an advanced look at H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness Deluxe Edition from Dark Horse Comics. So join me. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say a big thank you to the folks at Dark Horse Comics for sending us an advance copy of this deluxe edition. This deluxe edition is due out in the direct market and book market on July 9th. But this is the other deluxe edition they've been working on. We were supposed to get a Trigun right before this one, but that has been delayed and is coming out later this year. Now, to kind of give you an idea of the size of this deluxe edition, the very first thing I'm going to do is compare it, of course, to the size of the original tankobon, the way that it originally came out in America. As a matter of fact, 4 years ago, Dark Horse sent me the first, or the 2 volumes that make up this book right here. So let's actually look at it over here. And I made a comment. I said, oh my gosh, I loved it. I just wish that they had released it in a hardcover format like Berserk, because the artwork would have benefited from it. Fast forward a little bit over 4 years, and here we are. So we're going to do a little comparison here in a bit, but I wanted to take a look at this really quick. Now, very important, this does come sealed in plastic, and it does come, that's right, you already know what I'm about to say, a leaflet. So us leaflet people, all dozens of us that keep these for absolutely no reason, can rest assured that this one still comes with one. The book does retail for $49.99. It is graphic, so it does have mature themes in here. And to kind of give you a better idea as to the madness of what is going on in this art on board, it's freaking awesome. This is actually this is the first deluxe edition from Dark Horse that doesn't have like a faux leather rather, feel to it. It's just glossy art on board. It's got a glossy finish. This is a sticker. The cool thing about this one, though, is that it has silver gilded pages. That's awesome. I love when they give you extras like this. That's nice. It does have a flat spine. So, not the very first Dark Horse Deluxe Edition with a flat spine, but it is different than the other 2 previous books, which is Hellsing and, of course, Berserk. These have a round spine to them. And we'll take a closer look at it here in a second. But to kind of give you an idea how it will look on your shelf next to another deluxe edition not published by Dark Horse, here it is next to the Vinland Saga hardcover deluxe edition. So, yeah, it's just as tall and just as long. But let's bring it back to this to talk about the design. So we have this little corner box right here, H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness deluxe edition, adaptation and artwork by Gou Tanabe. And look at the spine here, adaptation and artwork by Gou Tanabe, H.P. Lovecraft's At the Mountain of Madness, and deluxe edition, Dark Horse logo. And then really nothing on the back, which that little sticker can be peeled off. So the design is very similar to the design of the little tankobons, with just like a little box, tells you what it is. And the design of the spine, looking a little bit different, right? These are blocked off, but it looks like it's using the same type of font for both this and this here. All right, we are going to crack this open. I'm going to give you the pitch of the story and mainly show off this amazing artwork, and you're going to see why I thought it would be perfect for a deluxe edition in case you've never heard of this book. Okay, let's go ahead and get this opened. We have these end sheets right here. It's almost like a foil, like a silver foil look to them. This does as well. This is actually very similar, almost identical to the design of the first tankobon. And that is your title page. And then you get a little bit of Edgar Allan Poe. As a matter of fact, this is loosely based, the original H.P. Lovecraft, on the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym of Nantucket by Edgar Allan Poe. So you will have all the color pages that were originally released in the Tonkabon too. So it's not unique to this, but that's just how much bigger it is. We'll look at a comparison here in a little bit. So translated by Zach Davison and lettering and touch-up by Steve Dutro, editor Carl Gustav Horn. And here's your table of contents. So it is in the traditional right-to-left format. And the paper stock is in this matte paper stock, but not as thick. And I'll do a comparison to the Berserk paper stock. The book has 626 pages. So the basic premise of this is that this is all taking place in 1931, and it is the story of an expedition that's going after another expedition. So that is the story of geologist William Dyer, who decides to go on this very important expedition to Antarctica. And they are looking for the advanced group, the people that went before them. Those people were led by Professor Lake. So here you'll have some flashbacks for Professor Lake's people, and you'll keep going back to William Dyer, talking about what exactly Professor Lake's people's found. Like, what was it that they ran into? Because you'll see through here that the expedition did run across some weird things. And even Dyer's expedition runs across some bodies of the advanced group. And some of the bodies are just pure skeletons, which doesn't make any sense because they just died a little bit ago. Not enough to just decompose like that. Others look like they have been viciously mauled and ripped apart. So what took this expedition now? Like, what took them down? So what took this expedition down? And that's what the mystery is. And it is 600 plus pages of mystery. What you're going to be seeing in here is very Lovecraftian. They are going deep into the caves, deep into the center of the earth. And they're looking at an old civilization. They're going to run upon things that they didn't think could possibly exist down here or have existed. And is it something from the center of the earth, or is it something that came from space? Again, taking place in 1931, and technology, wasn't as advanced as we are now, but the things that they're finding through here are just impossible to find. So the story does keep going back and forth between the advanced group and William Dyer's group, and it just becomes a nightmare of a search for the previous group. Now, this is the actual cover that they find. This is actually the art on board. So it was previously released as 2 volumes, and this time around it's just 1 big volume. And I think that's all I will show because I don't want to reveal too much as to what exactly is happening. But I wanted people to just fall in love with this wonderful artwork and the attention to detail. And I just love the mastery of controlling the contrast between blacks and whites, because when you're looking at images like this, it becomes so much more eerier when you don't know what is beyond the darkness and you're just stepping out of the light. Oh, it's solid. Like, the entire book is done in this way. And the whole mystery just deepens as to what could possibly have happened to these people. So this is what the artwork looks like. I don't want to talk about the mystery. I do want to say that this was the first time I had read Gou Tanabe's work. And, well, in this format, the little format here. And I had read At the Mountains of Madness in the past. I think there was a graphic novel adaptation, if I'm not mistaken, like a comic book adaptation a long time ago. And then that got me curious, and then I got into the whole Robert E. Howard when I was in high school and H.P. Lovecraft stories. I think our school library actually had some. But this is the art, and you will see that all the way in the back, you have a bio on the creators, like H.P. Lovecraft and Gou Tanabe. And then this is an interview with Gou Tanabe right here. And then, of course, reminding you that you're reading it backwards. Now, let's look at the build, and then we'll do a comparison. 626 pages, and it is sewn binding, and there's that eye. It does come with a ribbon, just like the other deluxe editions. I love that. It's a silver ribbon to match the silver, gilded pages there. Now, let's quickly do a size comparison to the original release over here. These, by the way, are $19.99 each. This deluxe edition is $49.99, and it has the contents of both of these books right here. Like, the amount of detail you get through here, and like I said, mileage may vary. Could be my eyes that are just getting bad, you know, and I need bigger artwork like this, and I appreciate it, but you can definitely tell a lot more of the details in here than you can in a book like this. Now, there are spread pages that I thought were handled rather well in the tankobon because they almost cut them into frames in like the old school ways, like the 60s Silver Age ways, and some of the 50s, but not so much. So it was mainly the Silver Age. I noticed that they started doing a framing. Jack Kirby was phenomenal at that, to make it look like the spread is all there and you're not missing any artwork. Over here, you can still see it framed, and because of the sewn binding, there is no gutter loss, so you're not missing any artwork. And then later on, you do have pages that are not framed out like this, so you do definitely get gutter loss in the little tankobon, whereas over here, because of the sewn binding, there's really no gutter loss, so you get all the art. The only thing I noticed, and I'm going to go ahead and compare it to Berserk, and I realize that each one of these are different, is the paper stock is thinner than the paper stock that they used in Berserk. But I also didn't notice, and there is a lot of lights in here and a lot of darks, like I said, because of the contrast, I really didn't notice any bleed through. So regardless of the matte paper stock that they used here being thinner than the paper stock used in Berserk, this is definitely heavier paper stock over here. There's really no bleed through, or maybe, yeah, I just didn't notice any. And I was looking, because I look for these things when I do overviews. Like, you should be able to see it here. So it's not cheap paper, it's just thinner. But that's it. That, as they say, is that. If you're interested in purchasing this deluxe edition, don't forget to check out our sponsors. BD Cosmos, the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec, and their website, bdcosmos.com, offers 25% off your order of over $99 or more, and free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order of $200 or more.
Their shipping care is exceptional. Your books will stay cozy through the rough Canadian weather and arrive to you in near mint condition.
After checkout, let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way, and you'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers.
Don't be afraid to call or email them. Ask them questions. Their staff is always happy to help guide you towards the right purchase. Visit their website, bdcosmos.com, for more. BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Eh?
CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget that CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that was the content, the page count, and build of this deluxe edition. Let me know in the comments down below if you have read it and you have been waiting for the day that the Gou Tanabe's art was just in deluxe edition. If you haven't read it and you love manga in hardcover format, you're going into it completely blind. And of course, what you think of the story and what other manga should be in deluxe edition. That's it, everybody. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Smash that like button. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.